And as I've been doing some research, I mean, there's something that I've noticed quite a bit, and there's this number, $1 million. Why is this number so important? Would love to kind of hear some of your insight there.
Yeah, so $1 million, statistically, less than 91% of small businesses actually make it to $1 million in revenue. So
that is amazing.
Yeah. I mean, you see all these companies doing great, but you think about all these small businesses is on average, they're bringing in about $50,000 in actual income for themselves.
Yeah, less than $60,000 is the average small business.
Wow.
When you look at the small business statistics.
That's amazing. We were actually talking about that, I think last week, earlier this week, just how many businesses actually do $1 million or more. Right. I mean, we thought it was something like 60% don't do it. I mean, I thought it was basically split like half and half.
Single digits.
Yeah. That is amazing.
Yeah, 9% of businesses make it to $1 million in revenue.
Yeah.
Wow. And if you, honestly, it drives the number down even more if you factor in the number of solopreneurs that are doing side hustles and stuff like that. It actually would dramatically drop it. But yeah, you just think about how many people are out there doing it, how hard they have to work, how much time and energy they put into building their own business, and they get compensated at a rate that probably get just about any other job anywhere else. Certainly not entry level, but anything with any kind of experience. So if you put that much time and energy and passion into a business, you should be able to get a better return out of it.
Oh yeah,
I mean, that's why you get into it, right? You're like, oh, time freedom and make a lot of money. And, 91% of people never get to see that.
Yeah.
So
It's funny, as I just had a conversation with someone that talking about that the time freedom and all that. Entrepreneurs, the only crazy people that will leave a 40-hour a week job to go say, wait, 80 hours a week.
I was just say 80-hour week job. Exactly.
Yeah,
for half the pay.
For half the pay. So, I mean, what outside of just that number of, very, very few businesses make it to that milestone, are there any other significance in that number in terms of how you guys help or any other insight?
Yeah, so I would. We were kind of coming through, we're going back and forth and trying to figure out what's our mission here. We got to have something to really kind of hang our hat on. And we went through an exercise which I would do with a client, but now I'm trying to expand my business and I'm thinking, okay, what is that? What's our mission? What's our vision? What are our values? What are we going to hold true to? Because I know when it comes to scaling an organization that if you don't have those things in alignment and you aren't consistent with that, then your business typically doesn't really scale the way that you'd like to see it scale. And so that being said, we kind of thought through that and said, okay, we're going to have a lot of people working with it. We should demonstrate what we're talking about, what we're coaching about, right? And so we came up with our mission, and we were kind of going back and forth. We came across that statistic on the $1 million, and we're like, and I said, we have $1 billion mission. And I was like, that sounds actually pretty cool.
I was like, Eric, I dream big, right? I was like, I dream big, $1 billion. I mean, that's cool, man. But let's start small goals and then keep going.
Yeah.
And he goes, no, wait, let me explain it to you. And then this is what he came up with.
Our goal is to help 1,000 businesses achieve $1 million in annual revenue.
That is cool.
Yeah, so that would be your $1 billion. So, and that's how we kind of came together with that concept of our mission of being $1 billion and why that $1 million is so important to us. At $1 million, the average small business is, it depends. There's a lot of accounting issues. Having been my background, there's a lot that goes into that. But generally speaking, if you can net 20% of that $1 million, you're at $200,000. That puts you in the top 3 to 5% of income earners in the United States. And I feel like if you're going to put that time and energy and see that my whole thing about business, about building business, being able to effectively scale, there's a lot that goes into that. There's a lot of systems and automation. There's, hiring right, being able to delegate, being an effective leader. There's so many different components that go into being able to build a business to get that kind of result. But if you're going to do it, my opinion is do it right.
Yeah.
It's either that or you're a solopreneur and you can control and you basically have like a lifestyle business.
Yeah.
And so our focus is we, help people understand where is it you want to go? What do you want to accomplish? And then we help guide you in that path so that you don't find yourself lost along the way, sitting on the side going, I don't know where I messed up. And but that's kind of how we got to that mission.
Now,